Super Teacher Gorby, and today we'll be discussing picking your deck. There are thousands of cards out there, over 100 archetypes. Which deck is the best one for you? On top of the different types of archetypes in your main deck, if you got Synchros, Xyz, Fusion, Links, how do you create your deck? What is a deck that is meant for you? Typically, art and playstyle are major contributors. If you want to get into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, art shouldn't be that much of a priority to you, but to many, the presentation of Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the biggest selling points of the game. If you are going to Yu-Gi-Oh with the intention of winning, I recommend going online on YouTube or going on YugiohProDeck.com to search for deck profiles of the decks currently performing well in recent tournaments. There is no such thing as Yu-Gi-Oh art because there is such a variety of different art styles. There is always a deck for everyone, so today I'll be going over several decks that if you like the design or the thematics or themes about it, then you should consider trying them out. Since this course is a gateway for beginning Yu-Gi-Oh players, let's not indulge ourselves in the playstyle or how competitive it is or even the proper deck building. If you like the anime Gundam or giant robots, you would love Mathmech, a boss monster that wields a giant fire sword. How is that not cool? If you are a foodie who loves dessert, then Madolce is your choice. If you have a sweet tooth, what about playing a deck based around a burger? Hungry Burger is a fan favorite card that just got new support. If you love giant dragons or old school fantasy, then decks like Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician is just for you. If you love giant dragons and a fan of astronomy, then Galaxy Eyes is the deck for you. If you're into professional wrestling, then you should go and check out Goki. Yes, that is a monster based around Japanese wrestling legend Jushin Thunder Liger. If you're someone who is into comic books, superheroes, or a shonen manga, then the hero deck is best suited for you. My personal favorite deck is Trickstars. It is a deck that revolves around pop idols that are deceptively dangerous. If you love Power Rangers, there's a deck based around the Super Sentai shows called Super Quantum, a deck where your boss monster is indeed a Megazord. If you're the type of person that loves anime waifus of a swordsman girl wearing different mech suits, then I introduce to you Sky Strikers. If petite anime girls aren't your thing, then feel free to enjoy Amazons. Well, what about if you enjoy sports though? Two sports related decks out there are UA, also known as Ultra Athletes, where you got baseball, basketball, hockey, football, and soccer being represented in the form of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They are called UA monsters. If those sports don't suit you, then there is the Battling Boxers. Going to those who love astronomy, there's Constellars and Drytron, monsters based around the solar systems. Whatever you are into, there is a deck for you. Are you into dinosaurs? You can play a dinosaur deck. Into plants, Aramage and Sylvans are for you. Are you into animals? Then you like Melfi and frogs. Do you think crows are cool? Well, there's a deck based around crows called Blackwings. Gladiator beasts are animals if they were gladiators. Into animals on fire? I know, weird right? Well, there is Salamangreats. Are you into humanoid tigers? Yes, humanoid tigers. There are Lunalites. Are you into steampunk design? Ancient Gear is a fun deck to try. Are you a theater kid or have fun in the art of acting? Abyss Actors is a deck that you should play then. Are you into something more specific like the story of Dante's Inferno? Burning Abyss is a fun deck according to this guy. There is even a deck for people who love mythical creatures that may or may not be roaming around the earth. Can't find Bigfoot? Well, Dangers has Bigfoot in it. One of my favorite archetypes is the deck called Cosmo. It's a deck with art inspired by Star Wars and Wizard of Oz. Are you ever interested in what deck Little Anya would play from Spike's Family? Well, there's a spy themed deck called Spiral. Do you like anime girls that play with rocks all day? Yes, that is a thing. It is called Adamantimators. Or if you like the ocean, there's a deck called Umi where you play with water-based monsters. Water-based monsters that have a lot of support called sharks also exist. Yes, water creatures with serpents and sharks. That is a thing. Every October I try to play zombies because zombies often have unique strategies like the very unique vampire deck. As you can tell, there's a variety of different decks out there in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the cool thing is that each of these decks, each of them, all have different identities to them in their playstyle and their artwork. If you are lost in none of these decks I recommended don't match your tastes, don't worry, as you will find a deck out there or a card out there that you will like at some point in terms of its appearance. Once you find a deck you're interested in, you can look online for deck profiles, experiment a bit, then if you don't like that deck, you can always float on to another deck. Be sure to practice these decks on online simulators first before you buy the cards here in order to go save some money. Your money won't go to waste if you practice them first online, see if you like them, then after you do like them, or if you do decide to play them, then you can order the cards online. It is an attempt to go save money. Please don't just buy cards or decks out there just because you think it's going to be fun to play. No, experiment and test with them first before you actually buy the real thing. That does it for today's lesson. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to hit like and subscribe if you want to. You totally don't have to if you don't want to do so, but really cool if you did.